The legends of the Underdome. The secret fiends down below. There is only one who is worthy of the ultimate prize. He spins on the size of a mountain. His eyes are as black as the night. He drinks from the sanguine fountain, a charging disaster of night. Hercules, Hercules, he will drink from the spoils of battle. Hercules, Hercules, god of the arena, welcoming every challenge from both arcane wizards to steel. Only in the heat of battle does his cold heart begin to feel. It feels. Hercules, Hercules, he has dined on the mightiest beast. So Hercules, Hercules, god of the arena. Spilling blood with his huge coral axe.
Alright. Everybody, how are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. Alright, so here, first round of the Champions Invitational, we are going to be spectating Bert versus Obama Stole My KFC in the main screen here. And then we have T-Heat versus Superb Bowel in the corner screen. So pretty good action. In Bert's team, we got a Seer, Wizard, Knight. And on Obama's team, we got a Warrior, Archer, Priest. Alright, so kind of like, you know, DFK Classic in this main game. In the corner, we have T-Heat using Seer, Wizard, Knight as well. Same comp as Bert, actually. Intriguing. And then Warrior, Wizard, Archer for Super Bowel. Alright, Obama's leading off with the Blinding Winds. Doesn't hit it. Bert's Wizard did some frost damage to the Archer. It looked like a frost bolt. Yeah, he is using that Cryo Mastery instead of the ever popular Arcane Mastery. He's got the Call of the Colosseum available on his back hero, Didi. Pretty lit, awesome buff. And uses it right out the gate. Carrots up, ladies and gentlemen. Carrots up. We are horned. That's early, I like it. So very aggressive play from Bert here, trying to bring down Obama. In the corner, Super Bowl got exhausted on his Warrior already. I actually haven't read the patch notes, so I don't know what changes they made. Does like Warrior exhaust itself somehow, or did T-Heat just ball out right there and exhaust the Warrior? I don't know. But Obama did land a taunt against Bert's Wizard. Not a problem, says Bert. I'm going to Frostbolt you. He's up to 11 AP, even with the, you know, Frosty build without the Arcane Mastery that a lot of people rely on. Obama's Precision Strike comes out, though. Does land on Bert's Seer, hits that stun, and I believe it interrupted a cast. I wasn't paying close enough attention to see what it interrupted. Interception out of Bert, protecting his Wizard from physical damage. Now that the Archer is free to let loose with its rapid shot and the improved accuracy, good moves all around. Holy Beacon from Obama's Priest. I'm sorry, I keep laughing. At the Archer. Bert's using Frostbolt again, clears that taunt. That Warrior is getting chunked off those Frostbolts, baby. Oh, baby. Hey, welcome to the chat, everyone. Beave, DFK Elite, Zan, TuneFed, DFK Elite again, Beave again, and TuneFed again. It's good to see you all here. Hope you're having fun. Instead of going for the rapid shot, Obama's going to another precision strike. Interestingly enough. Uses a heal trait on his own warrior. Maybe it's because of the interception. He doesn't want to shoot his big, powerful stuff. He's just going to play the mana conservation game. That might be what he's doing. The business. Missed that. Ooh, challenge. Taunt did land on the archer, so that archer's precision strike is moved now to that knight for Bert. And I think Bert's knight is set up pretty well to like block physical damage. Yeah, he's got the Elgrin's Aegis, so increasing his block chance with that. I think he also has Duelist. Double Duelist? Yeah, so that's another 10% block chance. This knight blocks a lot. Playing against it with an archer is going to be painful for Obama, especially if he lands these taunts. Yeah, 248 after the barrier. Yes, taunt does do 25% extra damage, but that risk is mitigated for Bert by his high chance of block. You know, if he just keeps doing it, he's going to block some of those abilities. Frostbolt, there it is. Hits the priest this time. So now that the taunt is broken, Bert is going for Obama's healer. Coming after Obama's healer. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Checking in on my corner game. We got Super Bowl charging up with his warrior. So that means the last strike, final blow, whatever it's called. The kill one. The big kill one is coming in. Bert's knight is up again. He has 2 exhausts. What a G. My god, what a mean guy. Oh, final blow does land for Super Bowl, but T-Heat's knight blocks it. That is not what the Super Bowl wants to see. He wants to see big damage there. And he didn't get it. And also note, Super Bowl has also popped his Call of the Coliseum. It's everyone. Everyone has the Call of the Carrot. Ooh, self-cleanse on the archer. Didn't see what it cleansed off, but can't remove that taunt though. So he still has to attack the knight. Might do another P-strike. Or if he could do a barrage, that would be hilarious, but I don't think he can. Yeah, there it is. Precision strike coming up again. He does jump pretty far on the time bar when he casts that. He's got 50 agi. Yeah, it makes sense. 51 actually, but still, that was a big jump. That's about what I expected to see. What does his priest do? Not much to heal, so taking the opportunity right there to use a mana vial. That's his conservation of turns. Instead of passing or something, he's like, look, I'm going to need this mana later. I don't have any healing to do now. Let's just get myself back up to almost full mana there. Now Bert's up. Hits his knight again. Do I drop this exhaust, you might be wondering? Basic attacks. He has some lifesteal. I think that's from... Is that from his weapon? No? Huh. I wonder what that's from. Because he got some health back there. I don't know what's giving him lifesteal. Oh, maybe it's the carrot. I think it's the carrot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be going away here for Bert in a second. That precision strike lands. Big damage once again. The knight is taking a beating and not getting the blocks like I've seen it do before. Yeah, thank you for that call out in chat correcting me. You said it probably in your chat before I said it on my stream. I did realize that, but I appreciate the call out, yeah. No more lifesteal for Bert though, as his carrot has expired. It's now an impotent carrot. It lacks power. Meanwhile in the corner, T-Heat making good progress on O'Cool's warrior. Not really doing any other damage, and meanwhile O'Cool is just chipping down his front and back line on T-Heat's team. Rapid Onslaught came out from Obama at that moment, and that was where we did finally see the knight get some sweet block action in to reduce a lot of that damage there. Oh man, T-Heat's wizard just basically attack critted O'Cool's warrior for like 150. That was filthy. Also taunt is in play, and he landed the confuse with it. Wow, nice. And then T-Heat lands the daze on the wizard, getting some turn advantage here. While O'Cool is burning ticks off of his Call of the Coliseum. Frostlance now coming in from Bert, and he had like 27 AP with it. I don't know if he charged it up at all. It didn't look like it, but he's gonna get a lot of refund if he gets that chill across the board, and I'm pretty sure he has the full unlock where it cannot be blocked. Huge. Obama's warrior looks so badass. Yes, he does. The Minotaur horns like are pretty crucial for that, and it matches. So like it's a little off color, but it goes well with his armor. And the weapon, the huge coral axe, as some may have heard of. Frostlands now comes in, does get that chill across the board. Not huge crits or anything, but it did bring him up to 38 AP. That's the biggest part. Getting a lot of chills and 6 stacks even on the warrior. That is huge. That warrior is 30% slowed now. And then 3 on the priest, 2 on the archer. Big refund of arcane power there. Okay, he's casting Rejuvenation Stone at himself with the Seer. Meanwhile, T-Heat's game is in a crucial moment. His wizard is taunted. O'Cool has got the action going. Interception by the knight protecting T-Heat's Seer. TuneFed saying that the warrior might get stunned if he gets another stack of freeze. I don't know if Bird will take the time to frostbolt. Oh, he did. He did. It was at the start of his turn. That's right. That's when it happens. Nice. Good call out there. I thought it was like if he gets another one, it happens. But no, it's just start of his turn if you have 6 stacks. That's right. Okay, cool. Nice. Huge. So Obama couldn't take that turn with his warrior. Precision strike coming in once again at Didi. So he's going still for the Seer. This game in the main screen is interesting. You know, the neither team really taking a huge advantage or putting a lot of health pressure out. The other game, I feel like O'Cool is putting out a lot of damage, but he's definitely got a lot less resources. So T-Heat might be like playing for like a mid-game attack. And we do have Atrophy now active in both games. 3% in the corner and main game for the heroes. But remember, that goes up by 1.5%. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Toon. No, that was DFK Elite. My bad. That's what I get for not looking all the way over. Oops. Oh no. So the daze interrupts the precision strike. Very nicely done. Ooh, Gruff misses though. Wow, Obama taking it hard here from Bert and RNGesus. Did Super Bowl pop a second Call of the Carrot? If so, that's just rude. He did. Yeah, he definitely did. Wow. So he just has permanent buff. That's, I mean, lit if you ask me. 25% lifesteal is so sick. I mean, that alone is so sick. And then it gives all that other stuff too, which is all pretty sick. The plus 15% recovery is cool. Alright, so Obama's Archer is looking a little worse for the wear. Bert is channeling what I think is a Sanctuary with that Seer. Oh, goes for the Exhaust. Doesn't interrupt the Seer though, so is going to get that Sanct off. No, Warstone. Ooh, cooler. Going for the Archer, who is now at 354, pretty low. We do have the Wizard channeling up. What? No heal there because he's taunted. Oh, man. So this Wizard attack could be lethal for Obama's Archer. Might force him to use a heal potion with either the Warrior or the Archer itself. But Bert is getting low into his time here as well. Only like 20 seconds left in his bank. 83 over here on Obama. With Atrophy active, we are now at 16.5% increased damage in this main game. So what Bert's channeling up here could do some mighty damage. Smoke Bomb. Ooh. Okay, so he did get a health vial and the Smoke Bomb out. Here it comes, Pyroclast. Oh, misses the Archer, but devastates the Warrior and the Priest. for Obama. That warrior clinging to life with only 92 health. And the priest triggered its last stand. Oh, what a hit. Daze comes out from the seer to finish that kill on the warrior. Just putting it over the edge. Now Obama is on the back foot. Holy Beacon on itself. Priest trying to get back in the game. But with Bert's team looking so healthy, I mean, that was a devastating pyroclast. Yes, the smoke bomb saved the archer, but at what cost? At what cost? Ooh, Mello is dropping Kraken heads. Yeah, so I'll watch Mello Fellow's game next if he wins. That sounds fun. DFK Elite is just on fire in the chat right now. That was hilarious. Fireball comes in, gets the confuse from the chicken leg. Turkey leg, chicken leg, bok leg. Either way, the archer is now dazed and confused, or at least confused. And blinded. Not looking good for Obama here at all. Oh, and Obama calls it. He calls it. He's like, yo, this isn't looking good for me. So, but looking here now, this is the game that we did have in the main screen before, or in the side screen before. So T-Heat versus Super Bowl. T-Heat is just being whittled down by Super Bowl's heroes. Low mana though, across the board. Yes, GG to Bert indeed. Nice dubs. Well set up Pyroclast, taking advantage of like nearly 20%, maybe a little bit more atrophy, and bringing that big hit when it can do the most value right then. Mana Vial for Super Bowl to his Wizard. T-Heat's got 6 stone left. Not sure what Super Bowl is sitting at. Alright, so he's going for that Frost Lance. What is Atrophy at in this game? 31.5 now? Pretty big stacks, pretty big stacks. O'Cool's Warrior is up. He's still using this dagger. I hate it. I hate it so much. Smoke Bomb. Okay. One small stone. Doesn't get the crit, but he's rocking that build, huh? He is. Yep. You'll love to see it. I mean, man, wish I'd been paying more attention, seen that sooner. That's pretty awesome. Royal Guard. So T-Heat protecting his wizard from being like crowd controlled, because all crowd control effects will redirect to the knight. Knight is now out of mana though, and T-Heat's healer definitely needs some juice to keep him in this game. Atrophy at 36. We're going to be hitting 40 pretty soon. 37.5 when this Frost Lance rolls in. Could be big damage, especially with a crit. Here we go. Oh, no crits, but big damage across the board. And he landed a Confuse on the Wizard. Oh, so Super Bowl's Wizard now is confused. Can't cast any channels for those 3 turns. Pretty big, actually, but actually doesn't have Frost Grip or Frost Lance on Amnesia. So not as big as I thought, because you can't use those anyway. Okay, so he's going with those. Oh, maybe that was a Confuse basic attack right there. That Warrior's looking low though, 245 HP. Bleed stacks at only 1, but still dropping about 10% of its remaining HP. Final blow from the warrior. He's going for it. Especially with atrophy now. Ooh, it's at 42%. That could hit hard. Let's see if T-Heat blocks it. Ooh, barrage. Super Bowl going for the barrage. Wasted no time. 3.5 minutes till sudden death. How does T-Heat respond to this one? Does have second wind, but not the best time to use it. Could be good still, though. I don't know. With barrage coming in. Oh, yeah, maybe waiting till after the barrage would be good, but I mean, risky. Barrage could kill one of his heroes if it like lands the right way, especially with atrophy. What does the? I mean, his wizard here could drop the fully unlocked fireball on the warrior or the archer, though. Either one, I think, would be really good choices. High chance of ooh, doesn't get that interrupt. Goes for the exhaust instead. Just the trait. Wow, I wonder why he didn't go for the fireball. I feel like that would have been a really good move. Chance to daze, chance to stun, and you do some sick damage. Yeah, you put your fireball on cooldown if you do that, but like that's kind of what it's there for right there. That kind of a situation, I feel like. Basic attack finishes off Okuul's warrior now. But the archer is so low, or the wizard is so low with 130 HP. I feel like T-Heat might use the second wind here. There it is. Yeah. So a little bit of HP to his archer, getting him out of like super easy one-shot range. Just enough healing to get him by. How does Okuul turn this one around though? Heat made a good play there. Basic attack. Oh, what the confused. That was the last turn of confused. Striking big. Getting 2 basic attacks out of that wizard. T-Heat now up. He has Fireball available, Frost Grip available. Man, I don't even know what I would go for here if I were him. I would just drop Fireball on one of them, but he's going for the Frost Grip. Okay. And he looks like he put all of his AP into it. I'm not sure exactly what he had. Does it tell me 29 charges of Arcane Power? Archer forced a basic attack out of mana effectively. Rejuvenation Stone from the Seer for T-Heat, playing it safe there, knowing he has the advantage. He's about to cast a big AoE damage ability with his wizard, and with Atrophy soon to be at 54%, but he has to be careful about this sudden death coming in, because really, that could be devastating to him, I feel like, as well as to Okuul. And he kind of, I feel like if I were him, I just want to get that damage in, but it kind of looks to me like he's playing into the Atrophy. He's letting this clock tick down. He wants this sudden death to hit. So, I don't know, risky move, but he might be in the right of it. I'm just scared because his like overall HP bars are generally lower than Okuul's, except for the Knight. There's a basic attack, 5 seconds till sudden death. So he made it so Okuul pretty much had to take the turn before sudden death. So if they all die, I guess T-Heat wins off the hot potato. Maybe he wasn't thinking that, but I like to imagine that's what he was thinking. Okuul here. Does have mana with his wizard. Could go for something. Time is out though. Frostbolt. Got it off before the time went out. Sudden death hits. Oh, and it drops T-Heat's wizard. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why would you wait for the sudden death? That's so trippy. Now his Seer and Knight are both low. Okuul has a lot of a health, relatively speaking, on his Archer, 387. I'm not sure if it would be enough to survive another sudden death. T-Heat looks like he ran out of time there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. Something happened. Warstone. He started channeling Warstone. Sudden death lands, kills everyone. Yeah. So Okuul wins because it was T-Heat's turn. I don't know. I think if he was playing into that, waiting for that sudden death, I don't know why. I think that was not the business, as they say. Alright. Alright, chat. So we have our round 2 coming up in 2 minutes. Mellow Fellow versus Nick. I'll put that in the main screen. And then I guess I'll throw in Esper versus Darth Warpath in my other screen. So 1 minute 13 seconds till then. Nice, nice. Yeah, big oof. I agree. That was like, because I feel like he had the time and he like intentionally waited. And I felt like that was counterproductive to his goals. But at least we all got to watch it and learn. Because, I don't know, man. I felt like T-Heat had that one in the bag, especially if he just cranked through his turns really fast there to get to his Frost Grip. Or even just using Fireball on the Archer would have like dropped half of its health, and then the first sudden death would have killed it instead of the Frost Grip. I don't know, though. Some pirate action now, yeah. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I didn't look at the teams at all before I started. So do any of these ones have it on the side game? No. So, oh, yeah, no. Only this main game. So Nick is using a pirate, and Mellow Fellow is using a pirate. Cool. That's exciting. I've played a couple of the low-level tournaments since Pirate came out. I haven't seen its tier 4 or 5 abilities yet. Alright, so in the main screen here, we have Mellow Fellow using Archer, Seer, Pirate, and Nick using Warrior, Pirate, Archer. The pirate build for Mellow Fellow here is Full Sail, Luck of the Sea, Starboard Cannons, Curse of the Sea, and First Mate. So, Luck of the Sea build for tiers 1 through 4, but with the Buster build at tier 5. Nick, on the other hand, his pirate, pretty much the same build, but instead he's using the Parlay Luck of the Sea ability at tier 5 instead of switching it to Buster. So lots of that Luck of the Sea abilities in this game right here. And also, Mellow Fellow is using that new-ish, I think, Cerulean Helm of Ascension, status effect resistance by 6.5% for every single status effect. That's really huge. It's really nice. Basic attack strikes the barrier. Not quite removing it. 11 barrier remaining. Pirate frontline with the dagger looks super cool. Multi-shot breaks through the barrier and adds that damage. Nice. I also didn't notice that they had changed that the damage is broken up much better now on the display. So you can see when a barrier hit happens, and then when a like how much damage goes to the barrier, how much damage goes to the health bar. Alright, so First Mate goes out. He dropped what looked like a big buff. Redirects the next 3 hits to this hero's First Mate. Okay, so he's moving attacks that go to him to a different target. So it's kind of like the inverse of what the Warrior and the Knight do. Instead of moving it from a target to them, this moves it from the Pirate to a different target. Full Sail coming out from Nick. So increasing the damage dealt for his whole team. And then he also cast Curse of the Sea right then? Yeah? So... yeah, okay. I need to understand this shit. Okay, so he had cast Full Sail before, he then cast Curse of the Sea. Cool. This Full Sail buff is nice. Damage dealt by 14% for all your allies. Woof. With the team setup that Nick has, he's just going for max like aggression. Pirate is enabling that, and that's why he has no healer. But I mean, that's the risk, right? No healer, you're at risk a little bit. You got to kill them before they kill you. What does the pirate do now? So we have starboard cannons channeling up here. Curse of the Sea does some delayed damage. Oh, and fears the enemy with the or a chance to fear the enemy with the lowest HP value. That's pretty cool. So that would go to the archer based on current HP. He's also casting starboard cannons. All right, all right. How does Mello respond here? Goes for the daze, doesn't get it though. No interrupt there. Unfortunate result from Fellow. Archer build is pretty standard here, but he does have the flurry. With keeping him in the back, that makes a lot of sense. You don't need as much of the... Oh, nice. Wow. That was sweet. Okay, so that was his Curse of the Sea that was coming in with the delayed damage. I thought it was Nick's, but I understand now. That was not. A lot of cannons are firing in both directions here. This is now an aquatic arena. Boats are inside the Colosseum. Makes sense though, because we're in Submersia. Nick's heroes are so healthy. Yeah, I mean, his warrior is 1578, pirate has 1435 total, and his archer is 1535 total. That is just a lot. Goes for the repeating shot, exhausts himself, but the pirate is low now, and his warrior's up. Oh, can he get this kill? Last stand is there, so maybe not. But does he go for it anyway? Rapid onslaught. Gets it. 357. Barely any overkill at all. Risky play, but nicely done. Gets the kill through that last stand with the rapid onslaught. Meanwhile, in the corner game, looks like Esper's taking an advantage, taking down Warpath's wizard. And that leaves Warpath with just a berserker and a seer. Alright, Mellow Fellow. Cast a rapid shot, did some good damage. The pirate on Nick's team is looking low. Seer can't do much to capitalize on that right now though, so the pirate will probably have a chance to use a potion or a vial or something. Warstone is coming out. And he's targeting Deadnombiel Moontramper, which is the pirate. He wants this kill. Full health potion would be so filthy here from Nick. Goes for the heal. I just say full health potion because this, with the Warstone coming in, that pirate is likely still going to be in range of a kill from the repeating shot that Mellow Fellow has set up here. 459. It's going to be like a likely kill. With the Hunter's Mark II reducing your physical defense and evasion. So I would think we see a heal potion here from this warrior's turn. But Nick might have something else in mind. He could go for a taunt, right, with the warrior. There's some risk there. Goes for the stun. Doesn't land it, but it crits for 420 damage. Whoa, that's brutal though. I mean, one thing, if he does go for this repeating shot and get this kill, like, Nick's archer is coming off of exhaust pretty soon here. And would definitely be able to turn around and get the kill, basically, I think, onto Fellow's archer. Oh, and it does, repeating shot doesn't even get the kill. There's still a miss, leaving Nick's pirate with 49 HP, and it self-cleanses something that was bad. Ooh, so Nick now in a really powerful position here. Yes, if he doesn't heal the pirate, the seer can kill it, but he could maybe use a pirate ability to just kill that. Oh, yep, and he does. Parlay drops Mellow's archer, leaving him with just a healer standing. And with that, even if he gets this kill, I don't think the seer... I think that was a great play by Nick, right? Because now it's one healer versus two damage dealers. And yes... he lost his pirate, but like, pfft, who gives? That could have killed him. Yeah, wow. The Hunter's Mark, that's what it was. That's what it was. That was huge. Great play going for that kill, I think. Uses the speed on that warrior. Yep, now he gets a turn again. Sets up his combo. Gladiator Strike, then Rapid Onslaught. Meanwhile, the archer goes for a Rapid. Nice. I think Nick's got this one in the bag after that play. Oh, he went for the taunt. Alright. Alright. And there goes the taunt, but triple crit on all three. At least that's what it looked like. It said crit 3 times, so pretty sweet. 290. Artificer Barrier does land. He goes for the Warstone. He's like, screw you. I'm not worried about you killing me. I'm killing you, says Mellow Fellow. Meanwhile, in the corner, Esper's Pyroclast does massive damage, and the Precision Strike nearly finishes Warpath Seer. 38 HP left on it. Final blow coming in from this warrior. Oh, Nick is not fucking around. Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. He has the repeating shot, but will he go for that? I mean, you could just multi-shot this thing to death. Oh, he has the rapid. Right. He used multi last time. So crits there. And then the final blow, not quite getting the kill. 520 damage. And then after the bleed tick, that Seer is left with 148 health. Uses second wind. Gets it back to 809. I don't know, just multi again, I think. Where he goes through repeating. 502 HP down. Meanwhile, in the corner, Esper did take down Warpath. Let's see if there are other games happening still. I'm going to go to Garen v. Burt. Rapid Onslaught finishes, gets that kill, and Nick takes this W in the main game here. Now let's see. Maybe I can catch Super Bowl, Little Sparrow. Alright, so in Max Garen v. Burt, we have the Battle of the Bubbles. All 6 heroes bubbled up. Garen's are quite a bit bigger. He's using the Wizard, Priest, Seer. And then, of course, Burt we just saw using that Knight, Wizard, Seer. Meanwhile, in the game that I pulled up here on main, welcome Hope to the chat. Good to see ya. Beave, nice demons, nice. Alright, meanwhile, main game, Super Bowl, down 1 hero, but we've seen him here before. Sudden death not for 11 minutes still. Frostlance doing mighty big damage, and that poison is just ticking at 5 stacks against Sparrow's Pirate. Sparrow drops a health vial onto the Pirate. Burn damage. Working on Cool's Warrior. He's got the heal trait left. He can't use his second call of the carrot because that archer's dead. Okay, so he only got 1 in this game by the looks of it. Uses that punish. Blocked. Oh. So now the Pirate's up. And he could, like, that warrior also is poisoned with 3 stacks, so it's gonna die here pretty soon. He's launching the starboard cannons. Alright. So then, here comes the poison tick. Finishes off the warrior. Not quite. 16 HP remaining for it. But when it gets to its turn, that burn is gonna kill it unless it cleanses it. Pyroclast explosion. Yeah, no, we're not getting to that warrior's turn. And the wizard for Super Bowl is low, 214. Looks like Little Sparrow is going to be advancing over O'Cool here to the semifinals. Let's switch the games. So this is Max Garen versus Burt. I got O'Cool and Sparrow in the corner there so you can watch it. Alright. Burt has his Call of the Coliseum for 10 more ticks, so it's nearly expired. He has done serious work onto the Seer, at least getting past the Barrow. Barrier, I meant. Did I say Barrow? That's the thing you carry dead people in. No, not the Barrow. Barrier. But Burt doesn't look stressed. I don't know how I can tell this from looking at, just these pixels of teams. But he doesn't seem stressed to me. If I were him, I'd be stressed about those giant barriers. No, yeah, that's huge. That one is huge. Hope. Don't get me wrong. No contest there. It's way too big. I was just saying he's making progress on this one Seer's barrier at least is gone. Oh. Those other two actually are pretty thick ones. Even the Priest's barrier is pretty thick. Almost double its health. And we have the barrier stone coming in. Who's he targeting though? He's himself, so it is going towards that Seer. I don't know. I don't know here. I don't love Max's strategy, but it seems to be effective. With the Seer in front, I'm surprised Bert didn't get an interrupt on the first barrier stone, but maybe he did and then he just cast another one, or I don't know. Because I feel like knocking out that barrier stone is pretty big, but the Seer is in front, so you can use your Knight interrupt on it, right? I guess that might be the only one he really has, though. Fireball does land the daze there with that. Oh my god, thank you for calling that out, DFK Elite. I didn't even notice. 76 AP on the Wizard for Max Garen. Can't put more than 30 into any ability, but he could, you know, hypothetically cast 2 of those abilities back to back. Fully maxed up. Seems a bit excessive though. I feel like there's some balance point where, like, if you're not using it by that point, you're kind of like making a mistake because there's no more benefit to gaining more. But I don't know. It is theoretical. Max could easily win this, still prove me wrong. So yeah, Little Sparrow finally took that game in the corner, so we'll drop it from the screen. Osmotic Ward comes out, protecting the Seer from any incoming damage and guaranteeing that any incoming damage will heal it. Frost Lance now coming from the Wizard for Max, dropping it down to 66 AP. Poor thing. How's it gonna survive with so few? Almost for sure. I agree, it's almost for sure. Like, because the sudden death is gonna kick in, and his health bar difference is gonna be the winner. With how the new sudden death works, I think. I mean, what I'm saying, that's gonna like wreck Bert's team. The huge barrier is a big advantage there. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna take down Bert in 2 turns. We had 6 minutes till then, though. I'm interested. Like, I would be more pleased if Max wins it before then. Bert goes for the taunt, doesn't land it because it's resisted, and here we go. Huge damage now. 800 to that warrior, or the knight, I mean. Now, if you want to see a good tomato game, Hope, go watch the first game that I streamed in this one, in this tournament, because I think you were playing, so yeah, you probably didn't watch it, but it was a T-Heat versus Super Bowl, and that one, yeah, shows the tomatoes. Very different from before. I like it, though. I like it a lot better. Yeah, huge damage there from Max, though. Barrier Stone now coming in from Lochnanen, the Seer, targeting herself as expected. Nanavile to the Knight. Insane. Is confused though, so maybe that's why he did it. It was sudden death in 4 minutes. I think what Max is going for here is timing out his Pyroclast with the sudden death trigger, basically. So like, he does a lot of damage, and the game does a lot of damage to both of them. And between the two of them, he's hoping he wipes out his enemy team. That's kind of what I'm guessing. But he did cast the Frost Lance a little earlier than I expected for that. But maybe, I don't know. It could be that you need to cast it that early given how long you need to channel for the Pyroclast. There's a lot of turns there. Here it comes. He's got the full set. 4 minutes till sudden death. I didn't expect it to be still playable either. I'm pissed. I want to, you know, destroy it as a style. because I have too much time here to just kind of ruminate and think. Game's not really progressing. Everyone has a bubble on. We're going to get a rejuvenation stone from Bert onto his knight. Yes, the barrier stone just came out, so that's Seer. For Max is going to have a fat barrier too. Bert's abilities were on cooldown to interrupt, so he couldn't have done it. Three minutes till the sudden death. 2 turns till the wizard. Yeah, the people haven't yet used Blunderbuster to pop barriers that I've seen. Yeah, since not many stall comps around, that's true. But when they sneak in, you know. Sneaky, sneaky. Here comes the Daze. Lands it on the knight. Huge. The starboard cannons do seem really strong. You know, yeah, and Chrono Purge, but like Chrono Purge competes with Rejuvenation Stone. Yeah, and Osmotic Ward. Those are like key healing abilities, I feel. There's the Rejuvi. Oh yeah. So what? Yeah, next turn is the Wizard after this one. Still 2 minutes to sudden death, so the timing didn't line up. Alright, so I was right. That was a little bit early if Max's plan was to line it up, but regardless, he's going to do a lot of damage right here. Because Bert has some chill stacks across the board. So here it comes, Pyroclast. Drops the Knight to 43 HP from 1,000. And the Seer goes from having a barrier and full health to the 124. Huge Pyro. Bert's team is now like screwed. Priest could basic attack here to finish the Knight. Yeah, no, this is like a mid-game blow-up, is how I would describe this. It's not really a stall comp, because your goal is not to let the environmental damage get the kill. It's like you're still making a plan for a kill, it's just you need to let your wizard like pile up. And he also waited till deep into Atrophy, so he's probably playing more into the Atrophy than the sudden death, right? Because that was the big factor there, was the Atrophy. Made that damage possible. That amount. So that I would categorize that as a mid-game blow-up comp. Or a late blow-up comp. But not a stall. Because your goal is to blow up the enemy team, not to let the crowd damage do it. And that may be a minor distinction, but I think it's important. Alright. So, Nick v. Little Sparrow. So this is a good... I'll put this one on the main, since it's got 2 pirates. I'll put this one on the side because it's only got 1 pirate, right? No, it has no pirates. So yeah. Psh. Esper versus Max Garen, no pirates. Nick versus Little Sparrow has pirates. Yeah, you're right, TuneFed. I agree. The shields are like the contingency plan if the pyro misses a key target or something. You know? I agree with that. It's good though. That's good stuff. All right. We got 3 minutes till game time. All right, cool. I'm gonna drop a track, hit the head, and be right back. And I got in honor of that wizard play. There we go.
Give it to me, raw, hot and cold. Hot and cold finds my soul. Give it to me, raw, arcana. Give it to me, raw, arcana. Baby, give me that slippy, frost grippy. I wanna feel your mastery. Walls are dripping, it's so trippy. Wanna be in your menagerie. The way you move so dastardly. Dastardly. Give it to me, raw. Hot and cold.
it to me raw. Give it to me raw. Darling, let me see you pyroclast explode. Fire frost and arcane mastery. Hot frost by it fills your soul. In the wizard's phylactery. Lactery. Won't you come inside to dance with me? Give it to me raw. Hot cold. Give it to me raw. Give it to me raw.
Oh, we're back just in time. All right. All right. So I might still do a patch notes review for the last patch because I still haven't read them, but I need to read them. It's a pretty big deal. Anyway, where was I? Here, Nick on the left. Archer, Pirate, Warrior. Little Sparrow on the right. Pirate, Seer, Wizard. And how about this tournament today, guys? I mean, like, this thing filled really fast, didn't it? Yeah. Alright. Little Sparrow charging up right away. It's got to be the starboard cannons, right? Luck of the Sea comes out. That passive. How does Nick respond to the insta starboard cannons? Used Curse of the Sea, so that's damage coming in soon. But without the combo. Intriguing. Okay. I feel like you'd want to open with the starboard cannons there and then use Curse of the Sea, but I haven't played very much, so I don't know why, if there's any reason why you might want to switch it up there. Warriors up. I mean, he could be aggro, leave the stun. There it is. Lands it on the Seer. Starboard cannon's now coming out. Big damage-ish, actually. Eh. But there's the repeat one. Oh, man. So, decent damage across the board. No crits, though. Sparrow's Wizard is up. Firebolt. Ooh, looks like he got some good stack. Oh no, just one stack there. Alright. Now what's he gonna do here? Parlay is interesting. Here's Full Sail. Now comes the Curse of the Sea. Kraken. Alright, didn't get a Fear out. But that Seer for Little Sparrow is getting chunked. Now Nick has his Archer, goes for the Rapid. Doesn't hit the Seer at all, but does daze the Pirate. And a big crit, 420 damage done to the Pirate. A taunt here could be lights out. There it is, doesn't land, and it triggers the last stand though. So he did break Little Sparrow's last stand. Man, if that had landed though, whew. You could Kraken, Starboard Kraken. Yeah, okay, so that's like what he's doing by the looks of it. No, like not really, because he threw in that full sail, but it's still good to use, I guess. The Curse of the Sea, yeah, right. What's the combo? You gain a 50% chance to slow each enemy. So you already have a chance to fear each enemy. You can like ignore that chance to slow. Parlay comes out, doesn't get the kill. Last Stand doing its job. I assume that Seer targeted itself with the Rejuvenation Stone or something similar. DFK Elite thinks Esper might be in for a surprise with his aggressive priest. He's gonna have a hard time against the barriers, you're right. I think so. If that's what you meant. If not, then you're probably right for another reason. Yeah, the precision strike does hurt Max's barrier, but doesn't quite break it. Alright. So back in this pirate action, little Sparrow. What's he gonna do? Here comes a health vial. Alright, so he's taking the threat to his Seer very seriously, especially with the repeating shot combo available. But could Nick just switch focus here to the pirate and take it out with the repeating shot? And then like what? Like maybe just a gladiator strike and then something from his own pirate? Ooh, big block. Only took it to 432 HP, so it is what he's going for. It doesn't have this rapid onslaught combo. That would have been really nice. As it is though, Glad Strike may be enough. 277 is its kind of like base there. He's going for the final blow. Oh, puts him just before the Seer. Risky business. Risky business, but I like it at the same time. There's no really like instant damage here on this luck build. You got the delay, the channel. So that's probably why you picked up Parlay. But what's the tier 5? Oh, they both have the Parlay. Okay. I don't know. Big risk there for Nick going for that repeating shot and not landing it. Sparrow is using Explosion on his pirate with the dagger though, so the attack is low, chance to crit is high. Raw Revenge of the Sea? Raw ROS? I don't know what ROS is. Rapid Onslaught, maybe? It only does 2 hits, so like I don't know, I'd rather do a Gladiator Strike than a Raw Rapid Onslaught most of the time. We do get a potion from the Seer to the Pirate. Nick's Archer is looking tasty. But so is Little Sparrow's Pirate. There comes the Curse of the Sea. Explosion comes in. Gets a big hit onto the Pirate. Big crit. Not as much damage on the side, but that Pirate damage is good. Oh, he has Last Stand. Good call. I didn't even see that. Frostland's now coming in from Sparrow's Wizard. That could be really big. That's the kind of thing that's devastating for Nick's type of team here with all damage. Just a big AoE moderate damage thing. Crushing for a team like this. Yes, we have those trait heals, but like we're out of those now. So it's just onto the potions for Nick's team. And if I'm him, I'd be worried about this Frost Lance. Scoping out Esper's game. Esper looks like he's having a hard time against Max. That late game blow up in the Atrophy may be the business. And unlike other blow up comps, that one actually gets stronger in the finals because there's a bigger gap between Atrophy and Sudden Death. You can stack the Atrophy higher. So mid 200s damage across the board. The Pirate for Nick is looking very worse for the wear. Down 1000 HP. Curse of the Sea coming in. Delayed damage gonna be after the next set of turns. We do have a Curse of the Sea coming in against Little Sparrow right now. Huh. Passes turn with the archer. Gets to right in front of the rest of the pack there. Did you see the Kraken come up? Get pissed off? Yeah. Big crit to the Seer, but the Rejuvenation Stone delayed heal balances that out. So the Seer's looking good. I don't know. I don't know what the call is here. Oh, Confused landed from the chicken leg. I see it. I see it. Oh, big triple crit. Wow. You don't see that too often. Did get the days on the pirate. Why doesn't Nick's archer have a tier? He didn't pick a tier 5 ability. Is my only explanation for that. Good call, Hope. That's funny. He definitely did not pick up a T5. You don't need it. You don't need it on the archer. Like, yeah, they're nice. They're not bad, but you don't need it. Oh, and the confused basic attack hits the archer on Nick's own team. Right as Curse of the Sea comes in, big crit against the warrior. Nick's whole team is now looking super shredded. And not in, like, the good way. Rapid Onslaught gets blocked too. Little Sparrow's pirate is the king. Is the king. Yeah, did better than me, says Hope. Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't even notice, and this isn't the first game I've watched Nick play. Not picking a T5 gives you insane RNG. Oh, that's funny as shit. Yeah, that one was wild. The self-cleanse, it was. I feel like Sparrow's about to land a crushing blow here. Once his wizard gets up. Like, even if Nick heals up a little bit, I assume he's casting Pyroclast. Yeah, there it is. So, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Especially with starboard cannons coming in right before. Like, Nick's basically got to wipe out Sparrow's team right here on this set of 2 turns. Or he lose. Does have 1 full HP potion. Oh, basic attack from the Confuse again. Oh, the 2 times, both basic attacks. So now Karma has come back for Nick. Or no, it was a different game. Never mind. I take it all back. What I just said. That was nothing. Lands the stun on the wizard. Okay. But is it enough? Is it enough? I highly doubt it, because here come the cannons. Boom. Alright, and here come the cannons. Boom. Oh, parlay and repeating probably would have killed it, yeah. I think you're probably right, but then he still has the wizard up in that scenario, though. And the starboard cannons were clearly enough juice to get the job done. And now, wow, well played by Sparrow. Really clean. Really, really clean. Let's switch screens here. I'll just say, you know, Sparrow's Warrior's basic attack didn't quite finish off Nick's Archer, but the Seer's basic, or the Wizard's basic attack is going to do the trick. Yeah, alright. So now we have Esper versus Max Garen right when this game is heating up. Oh, Nick did have a second life on that Archer. I'm seeing this in this other screen. But it is not enough. He tried parlay twice. No bueno. Oh, with both of those basic attacks, the Confuse. That's brutal, Nick. I'm sorry. That's brutal. So we do have Atrophy at what? It was at 10.5% in Nick's game. But in this game here, we're up to 16.5. Now in 18, yeah. I feel like we're getting close to the point where Max Garen might think about casting spells. He's got 39 AP, could wait another 30 or so, as we've seen. Holy Wrath comes in. Big damage to the barrier, 306, but not breaking it down. So that wizard is still protected. Oh damn, Nick's a wild man. After his second life, he used the full HP potion. Shit, just out of respect, I'll put that back in the corner. Yeah, he's doing a great job of keeping the barriers low. I agree with that, Hope. Esper's doing that well, and he's only used one of his own vials, so he's got 8 stone left. But Max is channeling his Pyroclast now. No, or there is a chill on the Archer, 2 chill stacks on the Wizard for Esper. We are only at 25.5% atrophy. Pass turn. Sweet. Status effects expiring all over the place. Remember the days when that would make you ruin your shot clock? Thank God, those are gone. Basic attack hits the barrier for 100. We have to wait 3 more turns, 2 more turns. Now the barrier stone goes off from the seer onto, I think it was the wizard for Max Garen. Yeah, oh, he passed for Fireball, I see. Now he's got that up. Could go for that interrupt, but that barrier is going to prevent it. I think it's going to do too much, block all of the damage before it goes away. Yep, sure enough. Nick finally and nobly falls to Little Sparrow. We have 6.5 minutes left till sudden death. Health file from Esper's Archer to itself. Pyroclast now coming in. There we see the big damage bucks, and we got to confuse onto the Archer as well. So, broke the barrier and dropped Esper's Wizard to half health. His Priest now at 250 HP. Archer at 413. Prayer of Healing. Priest heals itself up a little. Max doesn't have a lot of follow-up. So he's basically, we're back in a position where Esper is going to be healing up his team. Max is going to be rebuilding his stacks and setting it up again if he has enough mana vials. So there's one to the wizard. Can he keep his healers alive though? Esper still can use one more vial. He used a health vial, that's right. So he has one more in the tank. Oh, confused. Basic attacks is priest. No, not what Esper wanted to see at all. The death mark comes out, lands on the Archer, gets the debuff. Archer's at like 300 HP, 234. Esper's Wizard, critical aim. Ooh. He's setting something up. He's got cooldowns. Atrophy stacks at 37.5%. Max still can't use Frost Lance for 2 turns. Gets the blind against Esper's Wizard. Useful, but will it be enough to prevent the big damage coming in from this critical strike combo that he's set up? Priest basic attacks Priest. Esper's Priest in the middle at 380. Oh wow, the crit heal did put the Archer up to 77. Oh, 777 in tourney 777. I don't know. DFK Elite thinks it's juicy action, wants to put money on this being a sign from Gaia that Esper will win. He said he's taking all bettors at 20-1 odds. Beave is his bookie. Frostlance with the critical aim coming in. Could be devastating. You get some crits with that. Whew. Whew. Frostlance is meaty. Prayer of Healing 362 HP. So the Archer and the Priest have recovered well from Esper's side, but he is now totally out of vials. And Max Garen uses the second one that I've seen him use, so he could be out or have one left. Ooh, the fireball interrupts the frost lance. Huge. Gets the daze and the confuse. So he can't... Oh man, Esper is pissed off right now. That just totally screwed his game plan. And leaves his wizard vulnerable in the back there. He's got 2 stacks of burn. Basic attack from the priest and the seer might be enough to kill it. Oh, rapid shot from the archer does great damage to the wizard, but will it be enough? Wizard's still sitting pretty at 600 or 504 for max Garen. Basic attack 94 damage. Does he do it? Does he risk it all? On a priest basic attack. If you had one moment, one chance, and your name was Max Garen, would you do it? No, you would not. You would cast Divine Barrier. And now Esper is in a choice. Do I heal this priest? Yeah, he does. And he recovers one of the many things wrong with him, but not the confuse or the burn. Yeah, his wizard would have been dead, but like his wizard could still die anyway. His repeating shot's still up. He has to use his wizard turn now for a heal. And I don't know if he has the vials for it. Little tiny barrier is not going to be enough, you know? Precision strike. Ooh, he's not going for it. Maybe he didn't have enough mana for it. He self-cleansed the blind, that's what it was. Okay. Huh. Basic attack now from the seer hits the archer for Esper. So it looks like Max is doing his best to keep all 3 of Esper's heroes in a low range of health. He is now playing for the sudden death, I'm pretty sure. Basic attack. So he is trying to get this wizard down, but I think Max's strategy no longer cares. It's all about letting the 2 sudden death hits or whatever he needs get the kill, the job done. Because 66% atrophy, that sudden death is going to hit like a truck. There's the P strike, lands it, hits the last stand. No, the last stand was already active. Wow, survives with 1 HP after the burn ticks. 1, literal 1. That's what it says, guys. Things that shouldn't happen for 500, Alex. Thank you. And now, since he has the massive health advantage, Max can safely tick the time down, and because he has enough banked clock. So what I think he does here is he casts like a fireball. No, he can't use fireball, so maybe firebolt or whatever he can that does instant damage onto the priest, since it has the highest HP remaining. Or maybe priest or archer, either one. I'd go with the priest because it's the healer. Because if the archer lives an extra turn, like, who cares, right? It's not going to mess up his strategy. He goes for the back priest. I would have thought he'd go for the middle one, so I was half right. Does finish the back priest. Wouldn't have been enough to finish the middle one either. So, I suppose no harm, no foul there. Now his seer's up. He basic attacks. Hits the archer for not quite enough to get the kill. Sudden death triggers again. Esper's team is dead. Max's team is alive. Alright, so that one, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, I gotta turn that off. There we go. Alright, so I can get rid of edge now. We're no longer on the edge. Yo, says Nick. Yo, what's up, man? So we got Max Sparrow, or Little Sparrow versus Max Garen. Not to be confused with a Max Sparrow versus Little Garen. Chest opening? You what are you suggesting? You gonna open them and tell us what you got? I support that if that's what you want to do. Oh, you can join ma'am. I mean, that could work. We got a minute 45 here. I have this muted, but unmute. There we go. If you want, a minute and a half till this game starts. Yeah, good vibes only, baby. There we go. We have Nick in here. He's gonna share his screen. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, maybe I'm just stupid. There it is. Okay. Yeah, good vibes only, baby. Oh, he's listening to me. I gotta go. We have Nick in here. He's gonna share his screen. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, maybe I'm just. There we go. All right, so you got a Chaos Crystal from 1. Now the Gilded Chest, what's he get? Ooh, he got the Sunken Chest, dude. He got the Sunken Chest. That's huge. What's in the Sunken Chest, Nick? You have to show us what's in the Sunken Chest. Holy shit. I know what's in the Sunken Chest, and I'm very happy for you. This is exciting. Oh, man, you got to open that up. That's huge. That's huge. We still got 12 seconds till the finals, man. Oh, man. Sunken Chest. Well, we all know what you got there, so proud of you. Congratulations. That's huge. Sharkules Vizzy. Damn. Love to see it. I love to see it. Oh. All right, but here we are for the finals of today's tournament. And now we have Little Sparrow versus Max Garen. Put the chest in the corner. No, I can't. That would be too much right now because I'd have to put it in my other browser. I will set up Discord on my other browser though next time I do that. That's a good idea. Alright, so early starboard cannons coming out. A lot of Seer in this tournament. Barrier Stone up. Who's he targeting? Rose. Hayward. So putting the Barrier Stone on the Wizard. Fireball. Instant Fireball? Yeah, and he landed the daze. He interrupted the Barrier Stone. Huge. Huge interrupt. Unfortunately, not on Amnesia, though. So you can just cast it again. That's kind of the issue there. Is like you spend your interrupt that has cooldowns. And he's like, okay, I do it next turn. Thank you. No interrupt from the responding Fireball by Max Starboard Cannons comes out. Misses the Seer on the first round, or doesn't hit Seer on the first round. Both rounds hitting the Wizard and the Priest. But damn, that Divine Barrier must be quite potent from Max's Priest, especially with the Artificer. And now the Prayer of Protection out onto Max's Wizard. Little Sparrow dropping some Firebolt on that. Dropping some Firebolt. Yeah. Raw Arcana. So Max is building up his stacks. We got 7.5 minutes till Atrophy. Little Sparrow has Curse of the Sea combo available, uses that. Not going to get much slow value given the barriers. Maybe against the Priest if he's able to break that one. Seer potentially too. Now Nick, congrats on getting that Sharkules Vizzy. That's sick as shit, man. Huge W. Sparrow's casting the Warstone. Gerunder is his target. I think that's the Wizard. Yeah. Blind lands against the Pirate. How long is the delay on Curse of the Sea? 5 times X, where X is a D6 roll. Oh, so it could be 30 ticks. It could be like 5 ticks. That's pretty cool. Warstone coming in. Misses entirely. Oh my god. Alright, Garen's going for that Frost Lance. Full sales. There it is. So everyone now does more damage. I really like that pirate ability. That's a really good one. Full sail. I mean, even if it's like the low end of its range. Oh, it could be agi or damage. Man, hitting tails on that is so huge. I mean, really so nice, I guess. Blocked by the Seer, so it didn't hit the wizard. Did good damage with that Frost Lance to the pirate, though. Pirate says, that's alright, that's okay. I'm gonna go steal your ships anyway. And maybe I'll sail them to the bay. I just may. What do you say? It's a good day. Anyway. Pirate is channeling. Just cast starboard cannons again. The repeat ability is so cool on that. So yeah, I like that. Hooray! Nice, DFK Elite. Nice. Rejuvenation Stone from the Seer, casting it on the pirate, I'm sure. Up to 21 stacks of AP on Sparrow's Wizard. Going with the Frost Lance now. Warstone is blocked by the Wizard. Starboard cannons. Alright, hitting the front and the middle on the first round. Oh, front and back with a double crit there. Huge crit onto the Seer. Sitting now at 792 HP. And he's doing a great job, Sparrow, of keeping Max's barriers low. Only 344 left on the Wizard, who has just been getting all of the attention. And we did a Toxic or something. Landed a poison. Maybe it was the Rip Fang. Landed a poison here onto the Seer. That's huge. So that poison, he's going to have to deal with that. Max is going to have to deal with that. Or just let it ride. You know, I'm always a fan of letting it ride on poison. Daze. Lands against the pirate. Breaking a bunch of combo potential there. With starboard cannons. But that said, I mean, the health bars are looking pretty good for Sparrow. And he's making great progress against Garen's strategy here. Fireball landing huge there. As Curse of the Sea comes in. Man. Alright, so the Seer got pushed to the middle, taking a lot of damage over time there from the burn and the bleed. And soon also from the poison ticks. Or maybe he took one from poison then too. And he's feared. That doesn't really matter much for the Seer. Casts Osmotic Ward. Oh, but the bleed and the poison are still going to do damage underneath that. Maybe you just, you know, daze the priest somehow so it can't heal. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. He's targeting a Warstone at August Thicketh, which is the priest. So he's now going for the priest. Interesting. Okay. Prayer of Protection putting a barrier onto the Wizard. So he didn't use a heal on the Seer there. I don't know. Maybe Sparrow just waits this one out. Like, he has so many dot effects on him. That Seer. It's not enough, I don't think, to get the kill. But with the poison is definitely eventually enough, right? But will that do it fast enough? He rolled a 5 on the D20 there. Unfortunate, but you'll take what you can get. I'd love to see like a parlay on the priest right here. Curse of the Sea coming in. Back here. Okay. He only has, what? 3 more. He still has 3 more turns on that Osmotic Ward. So the Curse of the Sea is coming in before it naturally expires. Wizard uses speed. All three of Sparrow's heroes have a barrier at the moment. Artificer gave the Seer a barrier, but those damage over time effects ticked underneath it, so he's sitting at 179 HP. Still has a burn stack and a bleed stack, and then the poison is now at 3 stacks. Divine Barrier. The Seer, though, is casting Rejuvenation Stone, I think? Hope? For his own sake? One more turn left on that Osmotic Ward, so it will expire before Curse of the Sea comes in. I take that back what I said before. The dots, I know, and not removing the poison, right? Because if you remove the poison, like, yeah, he'll be low in HP, but the barriers will be enough. Like, he has enough HP. Oh, there we go. Uses a health vial. Okay. Still not dealing with the poison, though. Like, that's gonna be a big deal once it gets up to, like, 10 stacks. Full Sail coming in. Tails, so that's extra damage for everyone. I don't know. This barrier's gotten out of hand for Max's Wizard while we've been focused here on this Seer. Warstone is coming in. He's channeling the Wizard with it. Seer cast Sanctuary, so everyone's got a barrier. He just full committed to that barrier. The health pile was huge. Bought him time, but if he doesn't have any way to deal with the... He has a cleanse on the Seer, so he does have a way to deal with the poison. He was just waiting for the other things to fall off. Okay. And now that they have, I'm sure he'll cleanse the Seer and be fine. But with the Osmotic Ward now gone, that frees up Sparrow to cast AoE again, so we have the Starboard Cannons coming in. Not anymore that we don't. Fireball gets that stun. Huge. Atrophy is active. We are at 4.5%. So I think this is where we might see Max Garen start powering up, you know, for his ultimate maneuver of the Deep Atrophy Frostlance Pyroclast combo. Warstone hits the barrier for 346. Curse of the Sea drops the Seer's barrier. Decent damage to the Priest and the Wizard, but they both have such thick barriers it's hardly noticeable. Wizard's got more than double his HP. Max is once again casting the Barrier Stone with the Seer. Oh wow. Channeling Gerunder, so he's going again onto the whatever it's called, Wizard. I don't know, but the Seer is getting very low here. Yeah, the Priest will have a turn to cast a heal, but that said, I mean, Sparrow could make something happen here. He's going for the Warstone. Blinding Winds hits the Pirate, and it applies the blind. Cleansing Gift removes that burn, gets the Seer healthy looking once again. What's the Pirate gonna do? Drops the anti-blinding potion. Barrier Stone lands on the Wizard. The Wizard is so healthy. But that Seer is kind of like a weak point right now in Max's team. Firebolt crits for 215 with that basic tier 1 ability. Lands the burn and applies a Confuse to the Seer. For 2 turns. 2 turns of Confuse. Explosion. All right. Yeah, that confuse was very nicely timed there for Sparrow. It's so nasty because yeah, no barrier stone, no rejuvenation stone, no sanctuary, none of it. And now the priest is totally out of mana. Right, so he's going to be using the confused turns to try to get that mana to him, but if like a basic attack takes over, that's like now he has to use his priest to do that. We do see Max setting up the Frost Lance though, and there's a basic attack. So maybe he meant to cast a mana vial there, but now the priest is out of mana on this turn setup, and Max has, or Sparrow has a lot of turns here. Uses a heal on the Seer. Explosion comes in, crits the priest bigly, doesn't do as much to the back two, or at least it doesn't look like it does anything to the wizard, but I guess wizard barrier took a lot of damage there, so yeah. Oh, and the Frost Lance is huge, slicing through Sparrow's team, but oh, can he do something here? Not really, before the priest is up again, but the priest has no mana, so he's going with the Frost Lance. Oh, now Max has kind of a decision point. Does he use like a mana vial here with his priest, or a health vial? Smoke bomb, totally different direction with it. Will it be enough? Basic attack the priest. Come on, you know you want to, Seer. Just do it. Basic attack Max's priest. Oh, he did, but he missed. He did what I asked, though. It's the power of manifesting, ladies and gentlemen. You just tell the world what you want to see inside of it, and it makes it happen for you. So if I'm Sparrow here, I maybe just basic attack with the Seer to like, hopefully the Frost Lance gets the oomph, gets the kill. If not, you follow up with the Pirate. Yes, Smoke Bomb is a factor, but you're already committed to the Frost Lance, so might as well commit. Goes for the Sanctuary. I respect it. His team is all low. They all could use the heal. Oh, 88 HP left on the Seer, who is now bleeding. Now the Pirate has to land a hit. Do it! Do it! Do it! Oh my god. This is intense. Starboard cannons? What? So he's giving Max... Oh, Max Priest still doesn't have mana. Huh. So I'm cool with the starboard cannons, I guess. Now you put his wizard in a position where it's like, well, do I do damage or do I... That's the cost of using that smoke bomb there. But the pyro class is coming in. He's committing to that on Max's side. 31.5 atrophy stacks right now. Pirate can't reach P2. Oh, I see. Well, I thought Parlay could. I thought it was like a range 3. That was my bad. It is range 3. So that's... Yeah, yes it can. Yeah, see, Elite. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. You're absolved. Basic attacks with the priest. Ooh, committing to getting a kill. As the starboard cannons line up and fire, dropping Max's Seer, and the priest is at basically no health left. Max is fully committed. No, he didn't want to risk it with the smoke bomb. Fair enough, but like... Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You're right, since the priest still didn't have mana, you know, my brain was still in the mindset that he used a mana vial, but he had used that smoke bomb, so it kind of extended Sparrow's runway there, and he did make the smarter call. You're right, of course. Now smoke bomb in response from Sparrow, the Sanctuary gets a little bit of juice in. If all three of Sparrow's heroes live, one of them's getting stunned. Oh, stunned, lands on the Seer. But all three of the heroes lived otherwise. Max still has, he's used a smoke bomb and a health vial, so he's got 7 stone remaining. Oh man, no health vials for Sparrow's team though. The wizard is 31 mana. You can't cast Fireball with 31 mana. So he can't do that. And he doesn't have the tier 1 ability. So Max's wizard needs to use a mana potion before it can do anything. Yeah, all last stand triggered. I mean, that Pyroclast was nasty. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say who's going to win still. Max's big limiter here is the fact that he has no cooldowns, right? So he can use that turn to get mana back, but he can't capitalize on any of the damage he just did. Sparrow is now out of stone after using that mana vial. He uses a fireball. 393 damage to the barrier. Max's barrier is slowly coming down. It's at 634 left. And underneath he only has 1000 HP. There's the mana vial. What does he do with the seer? Rejuvenation Stone. Who's it at? Rose Hayard. I think that's the wizard. Yeah, it is. So he's targeting the wizard with Rejuvenation. Pirate's up, but out of mana completely. No chance of getting more, so basic attack seems likely. There it is. Crits 376 against the barrier. Max now can cast a fireball. Take out one of Sparrow's heroes. I bet he goes for that wizard. If he kills the wizard, I think he wins the game. And there it is. So now I think Max can... Basically, he wasted the mana from that Rejuvenation Stone. Warstone. Man, I don't know. Sure, Max doesn't really have any more single target abilities, but he can just pass the next turn, use Frost Lance, and be good to go, pretty much. The Kraken did some good damage. Oh, he had a health vial in the tank, so that's his last vial out. And Sparrow's basic attacking out from here since that wizard death. Max now officially out of potions. Iron Skin was a total waste. It only prevents physical damage. Max isn't going to be doing any of that. I think he should have basic attacked. 130. Damage, pass turn. No, he already did. He already did. Frost Lance, here it is. Boom. It's gonna hit. Sparrow's praying for like a double miss, basically. Smoke bomb it is. He had enough to do it, but is it enough? No. And Max drops Sparrow's team. His wizard standing tall. Well played, Max Garin winning this one. Big games. All right, well, thank you all for tuning up. Appreciate you tuning in and sticking around to the end. Been a good tournament. Max walking away as the champion. $1,000 in his pocket. He's not mad at all. And then Sparrow coming in second, 400, and gear like for everyone. Nick got a Sharkules Vizzy. Life is good. Life is good. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a good time and have a great rest of your weekend, I suppose. Yeah.
DFK throwing down the gauntlet. If you got the best gear, most taunted. Raise your head up, don't be daunted. Gonna prove how much you want it. Fight to the wire, when the onslaught striking dire. Tomatoes rain fire on the fighter's night and light. For he who takes the title.